What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I'm getting my video recorded early. One, because I got work in the morning. If you can't tell by my face, I'm dead tired. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it done early. Not to mention the Celtics are currently up by 21 points with 8.5 minutes to go. Now we did just see Dallas Mavericks just, shave a 29-point deficit all the way down to 8. But then Boston turned that 14-0 run and got back up by 21 points, which we're seeing right now, 92-71. 8 minutes and 22 seconds left. Luka Doncic right now being guarded by Peyton Pritchard. The game has gotten so bad, we've gotten Tim Hardaway Jr. minutes. The game has gotten that bad for the Dallas Mavericks. Derek Lively, 5 fouls, I want to say. 5 fouls, 0 points in however many minutes that he's played. He's currently on the floor right now, but what he hasn't really done anything productive for the Dallas Mavericks. As far as the Boston Celtics go, though, out the gate you could tell that this was a game that they were, ready for, so to speak. Especially when you consider how they were playing Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic defensively. Not even just those two, the role players is making it tough for them to hit shots. I want to say nobody, maybe nobody hit more than 3 shots in that first quarter outside of Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. So it was really tough for Dallas. They did have a 1-point lead, 15-14 in that first quarter, but then that was with 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter. You go all the way to the second quarter with 3 minutes and 43 seconds. They were outscored 44-16. They shot 25%, 6 of 24. Boston couldn't miss, 17 of 27 in that span. So that's where that 29-point lead came from. Like I said, they were, however, able to storm back and cut that lead down to 8 in that third quarter. Some much better play off on the defensive end, and then just able to get shots to fall offensively, which they weren't able to do in that first half. But like I said, Boston was able to gain their composure off of that timeout. They spun a 14-0 run and was able to, go up 22 into the fourth quarter. Right now, the score is currently 96-75, so still a 21-point lead, 6 minutes to go. So yeah, unless Kyrie Irving can dig in his bag like he's been trying to do all game, just to no avail. When I started recording this, he was shooting 6 of 19, and in that first half, he was 3 of 9 from the field. He has had some really, really impressive finishes. That first basket that he did have in the mid-range when he shot over Al Horford and Derek White, where Al Horford hit the ball, but he was still able to, gain composure of the ball and finish the shot. That's very, very rare. That you don't really see that a lot in the league. Even a guy like Kevin Durant would probably miss that. Well, I'm not gonna say Kevin Durant, but there are really great mid-range shooters that would have missed that shot or not even been able to get the shot up towards the rim. So that was a really tough bucket. That's why he's one of my favorite players to watch as well. So unless, like I said, if he's able to go and pull out some heroics or some something in this last 5.5 minutes, I don't see it happening. Luka Doncic has been doing his thing. He has 34 points right now. He's the first player since Tim Duncan in 1999 to have a 30-point double-double in their NBA Finals debut. He started the game off trying to get it going with a lot of shots in that first quarter, especially from 3. He was 1 of 4, so they weren't really falling. 3 of 7 in that 9-ish minutes that he did play. He had 7 points, 3 boards, and was able to get a dime in the process, but they were down even 10 by the time he went to the bench. So from there, it just really spiraled out of control. But all in all, a decent first half. He did finish with 17 points on 50% from the field. Just 1 assist still. When I hit record, he still had that 1 assist. I will check his stats once I get all my notes out. We'll go and check all stats. But he did have 3 turnovers in that first half, so a 3-to-1 turnover to assist ratio. That's not Luka Doncic at all. And only having 1 assist in the fourth quarter, that's not Luka Doncic at all when he's been averaging 9 to 10 for this entire playoff run. Even in the regular season, we know what Luka Doncic can do. And that's what makes the team so dangerous when he is, keyed in on defense. He's able to get that kick out to 3 to a Derrick Jones Jr. or a PJ Washington, who haven't really come through for him in this game. So the assisting isn't really his fault. His teammates just not hitting shots. And then just only 1 lob attempt in that first half when they have a mind-blowing discrepancy in that category throughout the entire postseason. They have 54 total lobs coming into this NBA Finals game throughout the entire playoffs, when not even a single team has more than 8. This Boston Celtics team has 6 coming into this game. So that just goes to show you how they're really keying in and playing a much better defensive game. 10 points in that third quarter, 5 of 6 from the field, so he was just reheating that food that he cooked up in that first quarter. In that first half, not back into that second quarter really, where they really kind of cut that lead. I want to say to 20-ish, something like that. Just when you thought the Celtics were going to run away with the game, he was able to, silence that crowd and take the win out of the Celtics just for a little bit. And now we are where we are. But I would be remiss, man, if I didn't mention this dude, man. He is literally the reason that this game is looking the way that it's looking. Kristaps Porzingis, after missing the last 10 playoff games, which was a total of 38 straight days of no playoff basketball, you're thrown into an NBA Finals Game 1, albeit off of the bench. The intensity, the expectation, the pressure, everything is there. And he is delivering time and time again, bro. I'm loving what I'm seeing from Kristaps, bro. He sent the crowd into a frenzy with his electrifying first quarter, bro. 11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 blocks, but they said 2. It was really like 3. And a couple other altered looks at the rim as well. He also shot 4 or 5 from the field. His only miss for that quarter being the 3. And by far the most impactful player in that first quarter. And they continued that going into the second. Whether he was being guarded by Jaden Hardy, which I don't know why there were so many mismatches on him, bro. He just absolutely abused him, was a monster in that mid-post. Like I said, whether it was Jaden Hardy, Derrick Jones Jr., Josh Green, he cooked. Like an absolutely unconscious type of performance in that first half. Everything was falling for him. He ended up with 18 points, 7 of 9 from the field in the 13 minutes that he did play off of the bench. Like I said, this is the reason why the game looks the way it does right now. At least in that first half, he was a huge catalyst for that. Now, other guys like Derek White playing very well on offense and defense. Jaylen Brown, who I'm going to get to here in a second, has been very phenomenal. Jrue Holiday has played solid defense on Kyrie Irving. He's also putting a little bit of pressure on him with his shot, although it's not really falling. He's getting some assists. He's rebounding the basketball, so he's doing his part. Jason Tatum is having a quiet game, and he's not really needed for how, like, this is just a perfect built team. Like, did we overthink this NBA Finals, bro? Has it really just been clear cut the Boston Celtics championship to win this whole time, and we just been overthinking it because the way that the Dallas Mavericks have looked in this postseason? That could be the case, but it is just game 1, so we're not going to even do that. We're not going to speak too early, bro, because it is literally just game 1. We got 6 more possible games, 3 really, because the Boston Celtics could sweep, but we're not looking for that. We're looking for 6 more games of great basketball. So anything could happen in that next, week and a half of basketball, because this is a team led by Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. Just a struggle night for Kyrie. Like I said, he was shooting 6 of 19 when I started recording this video. The game is wraps. They got the bench players in right now. The whole bench is Dante Exum is in, Tim Hardaway Jr. I don't know who that is. That Dwight Powell? That's Dwight Powell. Yeah, the game is wraps. So, I'm glad I started recording when I did. Let's go look at these stats. They won't be technically final stats because obviously anything could happen. Or, guys could put up more points, but the gist of the game, for the Dallas Mavericks, Derrick Jones Jr., not really a factor offensively, just 5 points, 6 rebounds, and a steal. P.J. Washington struggled to shoot the ball, 5 of 11 from the field. Derrick Jones Jr. was 2 of 9. P.J. did not hit a 3, 0 of 3, but he did put up 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 assist. Daniel Gafford, alongside of Derek Lively, just wasn't really productive for the Dallas Mavericks in his 15 or 14 minutes that he played. 8 points, 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. He got 3 looks at the rim, and he made all 3 of them. Like I said, I know I keep hitting the camera, bro. Kyrie Irving, just 12 points for the game, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 6 of 19 from the field. So he ended the game shooting total of 31% from the field, 0 of 5 from deep. Luka Doncic was 33% from deep, 4 of 12, 12 of 26 from the field. Like I said, he did have that 30-point, 10 rebound performance, but just the 1 assist, 2 steals, and he ended up with 4 turnovers. So 2-to-1 turnover to assist ratio. That's not Luka Doncic. Like I said, this is just game 1, so anything can happen. And then off the bench right now, they have a combined total of 11 points compared to Boston's 26. So, Kristaps currently has 20 points, 6 rebounds. He did end up with 3 blocks. Sam Hauser gave them a couple threes off the bench as well for 6 points. He got 3 rebounds. 22 points for Jaylen Brown with 6 boards, 2 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks. That's what I mean. He's been phenomenal, bro. Absolutely being like Batman and Robin, I guess you want to say, with Kristaps Porzingis in this game, man. He did work in that first half. He was hitting threes. He ripped up Luka and got a couple of huge slams, one of them being a post over a couple of players. 13 points, 5 of 8 from the field in that first half, 4 rebounds, a steal, and an assist and 3 steals. He's trying to make his case for that Finals MVP, I would imagine. Although, like I said, somewhat a quiet game with just the 22 points and 6 rebounds or something like that. He did a lot on both ends of the floor, and when it was all said and done, when it will be all said and done, all in all, he has the most impressive all-around game out of everyone. Jason Tatum, just 16 points. He did grab 10 boards, 5 assists, and a block. He shot 6 of 16, 3 of 7 for deep, so he scored as many points as shots that he took. So that's never really an efficient game, in my opinion. But they didn't really need it to be an efficient game because they won by 20 plus, damn near 30. The score right now is 101-81, so it could get up there. Al Horford, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. He got a block on Luka Doncic at a 3-point look. So even at his old age, he's still able to put in work on the defensive end, and he hit a couple of timely 3, or was it just one? I know, yeah, he hit a couple of big 3s for them in this one too. Like I said, Derek White was scoring solidly, 15 points, 5 assists, a couple boards, and a steal. And then Drew Holiday, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal as well. So all in all, a great game for the Boston Celtics to really leave their mark and make the Dallas Mavericks have to, go back to the drawing board and figure something else out, because they had their number in this one, essentially from the halfway point in that first quarter. So, yeah, Jason Tatum, maybe he doesn't care to be the best player on the team. Maybe he just wants to play great team basketball and win championships. I mean, that's what this team is kind of built for. That's what they've really been built for since he and Brown became teammates. So it just really hasn't happened. They had to go through Brown a couple times. Giannis out in the East as well. Jimmy Butler last year. So they just haven't had it. I believe, like I said in my last video, that the Boston Celtics will win this series. I want to give it a 7-game series. I want this to go 7. But I am rooting for Dallas. Like I said, I believe Boston will win, but I'm rooting for Dallas Mavericks. 1:53 left on the game clock. 105 Boston to 82 Dallas. Hell of a game one, I guess. You know, game two on, what's today? Thursday. So game two on Sunday. So they got a couple days to, you know, get some rest and, you know, kind of get some things going. So we'll see what happens on Sunday. We're definitely tuning in and going to drop another video. I want to say that's an 8 o'clock game. So yeah, I'll catch y'all on that video, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If y'all did in this one, go ahead and subscribe if you new. Like the video, and we'll be around. I'll catch y'all, man. Peace.